What's up YouTube, 007 Ryan again. Got a really in-detailed video of this rifle that I just purchased for you here. Any of you guys looking into getting an AK-47 or just this rifle? This should help a lot of you out and a lot of questions you might have. Some of the things to look out for and some of the things to look for. So stick around, I'll show you guys around. So immediately, one of the first pros of this gun is the most obvious, and that's its price range and all the accessories that you get for it. Also to note the different types of look that it has than your average AK, just because of the accessories and because of that different style gas tube setup. It looks like a beast little rifle, but going into a couple of the cons, first thing up to notice is the finish on it. This is a Parkerized finish, I believe it's called, and it doesn't take much to scratch it. And you can see just by my general handling so far that I've put some interesting little marks all over it. But it's not terribly too bad, and if anybody's familiar with the Parkerized finish, it can be a little tedious to maintain, but you know, it still keeps a pretty good look. Some more pluses to this rifle are the actual accessories that you get with it, and that's a Hogue pistol grip. This is a Tapco rear end, which is the exact same size as the wood stock that comes with it. The only downfall to that is it doesn't have the storage compartment like the typical AK stocks do. So if you can get past that, you're alright. It does have a sling mount. Another pro, or another plus, is the side rail mount. So that's always nice if you're wanting to mount a scope type optic on there. The Tapco magazines, I've never really had a problem with them. Some don't like them, but to me that's a plus. The Tapco G2 single hook trigger in there, that's a big plus. RPK sights are pretty cool. They're windage and elevation adjustable, so you can do all your adjusting from the back. However, you can also adjust from the front as well, so just like any other AK. Chaos muzzle brake with integrated flash hider, that's also pretty nice. And of course your UTG quad rail. Here's an up close of the muzzle brake integrated flash hider, Chaos, and it's a pretty interesting little flash hider. It's a little exotic looking, but the barrel is a 16¼ inch barrel, cold hammer forged, chrome lined for you know, a lot more durability. If you're shooting corrosive ammo, that chrome lined barrel is going to keep it nice and clean for you. The barrel is also a 110 twist with 4 lands and grooves. I'm going to talk about the quad rail a little bit here. You can see the covers that M+M has provided for you. These are basically, I believe, to be UTG covers with stamped M+M company. And again, this whole rifle was built for M+M, so there's going to be a lot of M+M stamps on products that are already out there, such as this quad rail. I believe this to be a UTG quad rail, but built for M+M, so it's going to have the M+M stamp. But it's basically the same product that you can buy, and I believe the UTG quad rail runs for about anywhere from, you know, $48 to $60. I've seen it all the way up to $70, but depends on where you buy it from. The quad rail comes off with 4 Allen screws, and then you can disassemble your gas tube. Another one of the cons to this rifle is the actual quad rail, or the grips provided. If you're not used to holding the M16, M4 type rifles, this is going to feel like a barrel sitting in your hand. And by barrel, I don't mean a rifle barrel. I mean like a wine barrel. It feels to be a pretty big quad rail up there with the grips that they've provided, and I'm not particularly a fan of it. Some guys might be, but if you're used to holding the AK wood stocks or other variations of smaller, tighter rifles, this is going to feel a little bit bigger to you. But even after you take all of these off of here, I mean, it actually slims it down quite a bit. But the only problem with that is that now it heats up quite a bit. So keep that in mind if you're looking into this rifle. And again, it does change right out. You can replace it with any other AK-47 accessories that you can buy on the market, or original wood stock. So that's kind of a nice thing if you don't like the quad rail. Come to find out you don't like it, or you want to change it up a little bit, you can actually mount anything that you can buy for an AK-47 onto here, as well as the buttstock and pistol grip as well. These are basically just Romanian built receivers, and it was built, this AK was built for M+M. So it's just a basic Romanian Wasser 10 with all brand new parts. A lot of it is Tapco inside of there. So you're getting a lot of brand new parts that I think is a pretty good deal. Here's the Hogue grip that is provided for M+M. It's basically just a Hogue grip, but you can see instead of up there at the top, it's stamped with the M+M logo on it. So that's kind of cool. I'm actually a fan of the M+M logo. It's actually pretty tough looking. But if you haven't had the chance to wrap your hands around a Hogue product, you should definitely get out there and try it. The Hogue grip is just phenomenal for this rifle, or for any firearm in reality. Like I said, if you haven't felt one yet, it's time to go grab one, at least just to get a feel for things, pun intended. Here's a look at your RPK sights. How you adjust these is you pull that knob right there on the right hand side and you rotate it forward or back, and that will adjust your windage left or right. And here's a little sight picture of what you're looking at with the front sight. It's not too bad. There's a little closer view of the RPK sights. You see they're adjustable out to 10 there, just like any typical battle rifle. They're pretty easy to adjust, and it's actually a lot more easier than adjusting with the front sight. There's no actual tool needed to adjust this left, right, up, and down. So that's kind of a nice thing. Here's a look at some of the insides of the receiver. There's your Tapco single hook G2 trigger group. And again, that thing is pretty nice. There's your hammer, and there's my lithium grease coated bolt. You can see the cleanliness inside there. This is after I cleaned it up. There was some cosmoline to remove, but you can see the fit and finish is actually pretty nice. There's no big odd spaces anywhere. The rivets are all in generally good condition. There's nothing that's indented too bad. But that's just a quick view of the inside of that. Just a quick look at the barrel setup. Has a small feed ramp there, chrome lined. Like I said, it's pretty good for durability and cleanliness. And here's the business end of the barrel. This is the side you really don't want to be looking at when it's loaded. But you can see all the grooves and the chrome line in there. Looks like it got a couple of particles still left in there. But like I said, that's a 110 twist. So that's all the way through there. Alright guys, that's all I got for you. That was your extreme and detailed review of the M10 AK-47. There will be some range time here shortly, as soon as I can get out and get a day off. But figured I'd put up this video just to show, you know, the product in which you will receive, or more than likely in the condition, and the pluses and the negatives. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that so far. That's your just general fit, finish, accessories, what it's going to come with, pros and cons. So I'll see you guys next time, and like I said, a range report here soon as I can get out there again.